Okay, you guys ready to see the one I was like kind of hyping up a little bit, a lot of it? So let me give you guys a little bit of backstory before I show you this. So part of Ilka and I like traveling around the world. We had a car, and when we flew to Europe, we didn't really know what to do with our car, so we just put it in storage. And the plan was, hey, we'll go back and pick up the car. It's a Volkswagen Golf. And at some point, after 2 years, almost 3 years, I've been paying storage fees, and the car's getting progressively in worse shape by the day. Okay, so like, and fixing it from like half the planet away, in case you guys have ever like tried to do that, is not easy. Like, I got to ask a friend, can you go look at it, even tell me what's wrong with it? I got to call a tow truck guy, but I got to get somebody to let him into the storage unit. It was just like really, really complicated. So we decided we were going to sell the car, but we had like a number of headaches in the way to selling this car. And one of those headaches is like, it's fucking broken. Like it's been sitting there and it's been rusty. And I wanted to show you guys firstly the results of this, because this offer making skill, obviously it'll bring you like clients and stuff like that, but it has farther reaching skills than just like your business. Like it actually works in your real life too. So I want to show you guys firstly, I don't check my Hotmail. Like my Hotmail is like my old shitty ass email. And I just checked it yesterday and I was like giggling at like how many fucking people have replied. So I got a lawyer asking me about a TV commercial, a BMO alert, and then all these like, you have a Kijiji new sales lead. These are people trying to buy my car. And you can see I got some spam mixed in there. I got some DreamHost. You have a new Kijiji sales lead. 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 And like just a fucking lot of them. I don't know if you can see how many of them there are. I sold the car after like a day. So like I just ignored, I didn't think even that many people would even read the ad. But like, this is no joke. This is what happens when you get the offer right. And by the way, when you get the offer right, and there's parallels in your marketing agency, I sold this car without having to do anything. That was like really, really key for me. I didn't have to like get it fixed up or like, you see this a lot in real estate where people want to sell a house, but the toilet's broken. They got to fix up the kitchen and they know they got to sink $30,000, $40,000 into it just to get it ready to even show it. And that was kind of like similar with this car. So in addition to this email, like, holy shit, like I sold it like probably right around here. I'm going to pause my music for a second. I don't know if I'm going to try and stop the share and just show you guys. So I don't know if you guys can see my phone here, but like half of the people on here are people texting me about this car as well. Like just fucking messages from people trying to buy this car. And I even got like 20 assholes to just add me on WhatsApp, which there's no listing for the WhatsApp. And they're like, please let me buy this car. So let me show you real quick how I actually did that. And we'll take some lessons away from this because I just want to show you guys really quickly what happens when you get your offer right more than anything.
You smuggle some drugs and don't find them anymore. They are included, something like that.
I'm going to show it to you. Honestly, I wasn't even sure anyone would buy. The guy who actually bought it, by the way, said, I don't even need to come look at it. I'll just send you money and I'll deal with all the headaches of fixing it and blah, blah, blah. And you take it when it's, let me just click on the share screen here. Must sell. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
And mind you, these are 100% like cold strangers. Must sell, great deal on a 2012 red Volkswagen Golf GTI. That's the car. And it's been sitting in storage 3 years with like lots of shit wrong and broken with it. And it's, sitting through Canadian winters. Okay, so this car has a story to it. Firstly, I fucking love this car. When you drive it, you will understand. It has giddy up. It's comfy. It rides so smoothly. Best car I have ever owned, bar none. So many great things about it. My girlfriend and I have been traveling the world for 3 years now. We've had 2 amazing road trips across North America. Currently, we're in Germany. With COVID, it's unlikely we're coming back anytime soon. Right now, the car is sitting in storage in my hometown, good old Windsor, Ontario. It has a bunch of our stuff inside. Unfortunately, it's been sitting idle in storage for 2 years. Of course, it was running perfectly before we put it in storage. Alas, now it has some minor problems. The battery's dead. The oil and gas need topped up. It probably needs looked at. Otherwise, though, great fucking car. According to the Edmunds on the internet, it's worth between 7 and 8,000 US dollars, which is around 10,000 Canadian. It's a US title, so there's a little bit more bureaucracy to buy this car. I'm happy to sell it for $4,000 Canadian. That's over 50% off its actual value. I will also take payment in Bitcoin. If you're interested, I have 2 conditions. One, you have to do with the fix up and repair. It's minor stuff, new battery, oil, gas. But from 10,000 kilometers away in Germany, that stuff is infinitely harder for me to do than you. 2, I want to keep my stuff inside. I have friends and family in Windsor that can store it for me. I just need you to take it out at the time of purchase. I will ask you to drop it off. Currently, the car is in storage and you can look at it whenever they're open. If you're interested, shoot me a reply or text. I may reply at weird hours because of the time zone difference. I'm already thinking about, by the way, for you guys who've seen this for a while, what's the real asset here, by the way, that
Got to be your list.
well, it's the ad that's working. I bet you this ad could sell other cars that are like in similar situations. I bet you I could lease this intellectual property. The story's good too. You're right, Dave. I'll tell you what drives the sale more than anything else. I mean, I really do love that car, but it's this part right here. Here's the value. You're getting a fucking deal. And I wanted to show you guys that because a lot of times when people create offers that aren't inherently as valuable as we think they are to our markets, they try and cover it up with more sales. And I sold this car like without even having to show it. I actually had a couple of people who texted me that were pissed off. Like, you didn't even like let me come to the showing to see it. You already sold it. Like, you're a fucking asshole. And I'm like, well, sorry. Some guy just said, here's the money. I don't even need to see it. Like, I'm like, that's the easiest, most uncomplicated way I could do it. So it's the fact that it's inherently more valuable. And that's what we want to create with our offers, by the way, is where the value relative to what we're asking is clearly there to the point where they don't even really need to think about it. Fucking Kijiji sales leads. I am pretty proud of this, by the way. I'm probably going to license this ad. The story makes a subconscious human connection with your car. Yeah. Well, for me, the story is real too. Like, I wasn't actually trying to write brilliant copy. I was actually just thinking, like, do you think somebody, if we just sold it cheap, would like do all the fix up and shit like that? Because that's what I was worried about. I'm like, I don't want to have to do all the fucking headaches and bullshit. I'm like, you know, because every time I want to get something done, I got to ask somebody, I got to call a tow truck, whatever. I'm like, it would be really nice if somebody just came and bought it as is and took this off my hands.